This week's blog. I am David.
And I'm Aqua.
And we are
Tainted
Blood
Blood
Clothing. Thank you, first of all, for coming to our blog this week, our weekly blog and video blog. We do appreciate your support. We appreciate your attention, appreciate your questions and your emails like that. We're here for you. We're doing this for you. As our motto says,
leave the world a little bit better than we found it.
That's our purpose and that's our goal. And thank you for joining in with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also, most importantly, we like to give glory and honor to God this week, because without God, we would not be able to do this. He's a blessing to us that we can actually be a blessing to you.
We also want to give a shout out to those who are not here right now. F.Y. Hayford, my sister, I love you. I miss you every day. My dad, Eco Hayford, love you, miss you every day as well. And Liz, we love and miss you too.
Miss you, mama, miss you.
We also want to give a shout out to my mom. I love you. And without you, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing
Pastor Faye,
this.
Black Power to Pastor Faye.
Thank you, Mom. Love you. And also to number one supporter, my number one fan.
Yes.
Number one.
The reason
we're here.
For the season.
The reason everything happens.
Our CFO.
The man behind the scenes.
The man behind the throne.
The man recording this right now. Glenn Williams.
Yes. Give it up for Glenn Williams, ladies and
Shout out to
gentlemen.
you, babe. Love you.
And first, most importantly though, we'd like to once again thank you guys also like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this time also, we want to give a special shout out to all the activities that we've been involved in thus far. On February the 6th, we were actually in Flint, Michigan, giving out bottles of water. Shout out to the two ladies that organized that. They're in Flint, Michigan, in front of City Hall. Water was brought in all the way from Minnesota.
Right.
People came all the way from North Carolina to support. So once again, guys, Flint Lives Matter. And this isn't just about Flint or about water. This is about making a difference.
Right.
And so we really appreciate the opportunity to make a difference. Also, guys, extraordinary on yesterday in Flint. Guys, we had an opportunity, private preacher press conference that we actually went to at Metropolitan Church there in Flint. The Reverend Jesse Jackson, guys, live and in person.
Iconic moment.
Man, to actually see a piece of history standing before you in live. You know
and talking to you, facing you, and talking to you. The same person that was with Martin Luther King and all of those people back in history. It was amazing.
Truly amazing like that. He said some amazing things also, guys, that this isn't just about water. This is more than just about healthcare. This is actually about rebuilding people's lives. And isn't that what we're about also? Making a difference. And so, guys, we also want to shout him out for that. There's the act with him with Judge Mathis.
Yeah, him and Judge Mathis. They'll be in Flint March 19th to do a walk from the Metropolitan Baptist Church all the way to the water plant.
Okay. And Reverend Jesse Jackson's also asking that they take the children out of school, take that time out, join together as we want to make a difference.
Right. It starts at 10 a.m.
And Jesse Jackson has always done amazing things like that. The Reverend, over 30 years ago, I was in college at the University of Southern Mississippi, there in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Shout out to my hometown through Chicago. And he actually spoke then like that, even though he's a Q dog, purple and gold, he's always been someone with his finger on the pulse of making a difference for people. So we thank God for Reverend Jesse Jackson coming to Flint, Michigan. A piece of history there on yesterday. But speaking of Black history and History Month, F.R. Hayford, anyone inspiring you from Black history?
I have to say Maya Angelou.
Okay.
Because she's the reason why I started writing in the first place.
Okay.
I Know Why the Caged Bird Sing is one of my favorite books.
A classic.
And that was the whole purpose of me starting writing. And her poetry is the reason why I started writing poetry. And I started off with rhymes and progressed on to novels and books. Okay. Shout out to my children's books coming out sometime soon. But
coming soon.
It's coming soon. But I mean, her and her legacy is the reason why I decided to become a writer in the first place. When I found out she passed, I was truly hurt because I so wanted to meet her. I
Personally.
so wanted to meet her.
Yeah.
And to like, you're the reason why I do what I do.
What you do, right?
So that really touched me. But she is one of the most influential people in my life. What about you?
Over generations and generations and generations. I know it might seem a little odd for myself like that. Malcolm Little, as you guys probably know him as Malcolm X. Not just because I love the bow ties, and not just because I would rather fight than be fought, is how he actually said it. But I've always been inspired by that phrase, by every means or by any means, in the fact that we can't just be talkers. No shade to Martin Luther King. We just can't be talkers. We must be doers of the word, the Bible says. And that was what Malcolm Little was about doing something, about making a difference, marching, giving water, educating people about their health care, making a difference like that. That was what I've truly, from history, and I look like that, I take a great pride and am inspired to do something about it, not just talk about it. Right. And let's join together in a pride in ourselves. First, let it begin at home, us people of color, and then we're going to spread that pride and that investment abroad like that. So from Black History Month, that would be my inspiration. Malcolm Little, Malcolm X as we know him. Just moving real quickly and stuff though. I know that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and your sugar bear is behind the camera there right now. So don't spill too much of it though. You know what I'm saying? Keep it copacetic. What's popping tomorrow for Valentine's Day, couples? What's happening?
I'm gonna keep it real PG.
And that's wait a minute now. Hold on. PG.
Real PG. We're not gonna do rated R here. We probably have kids watching.
PG means something different for me, but I ain't gonna go there, grown folks. Our other channel, come holler at us. Okay, but PG. Okay, PG. Parental guidance, suggested.
Maybe like a dinner, movie, some more things that I don't want him to know about just yet.
Okay.
But definitely gifts and some time alone and
there we go.
Like that.
There we go. Shout out to the brand new shoes. Me and the brother went shopping earlier. He got some new shoes. He put some new shoes on, you know what I'm saying? Step out with a sister, you know what I'm saying? It's about love. It's about couples. I love what you said, F1. It's about time spent together. One of my like most amazing dates, guys, I've ever had. Traveled the world. Seen a lot of money and a lot of people like that. Shout out to the players and stuff out there. But guys, went out with a date, someone that simply picked flowers and brought me fruit off a tree. Not trying to do Madonna and Material Girl and like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's the time that's spent, guys. It's the time you spend and you invest and you enjoy. That time means a lot and stuff,
Valentine's Day is supposed to be every day anyway, so.
Word, shout out. So as we go behind the camera right now, our very own producer, Glenn Williams there, Miss Ed White Williams' husband, has 5 questions for us. So we appreciate.
We don't know the questions, so if they sound a little crazy,
it's gonna get real PG in a minute, I fear. But anyway, go ahead. What's first question, G?
Who's the two?
Who is the first question to?
It's gonna go to F.Y. Hayford.
White first.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, okay.
Because it symbolizes royalty.
There you go.
And David Woods.
Why I gotta use the last name? But anyway, go ahead.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Oh wow.
I got the easy questions.
Right. I'm like, man. You know what? I really enjoy, even though I know it's your idea and it's my cousin's, inspiration and her dream like that. But having gone to school for fashion design, having traveled the world, I never thought about how I could use my design ideas to actually help people. But the shirts that we actually do, making a difference in people's lives, encouraging people like that, what the company is really all about, leaving the world
a little better than when you left it.
And I can do that through my designs. I can reach people, touch people's lives, make a financial difference also. Please, guys, donate through the shirts like that. If you want to buy your church 50 shirts, we appreciate that. You want to buy your men's club 100 shirts, appreciate that.
And if you want customized shirts, just let us know. Hit us up in our email. Say, hey, I wanted to say this, and we can have it for you. Make
sure you check the blog out on that. Says Guys to the Catalog. Next question, Glenn.
Equa, what's your dream car?
You do have all the easy questions. How about that?
My dream car, I don't really know. I saw a drop top Kia lately, and I'm not really into Kias, but this car was like baby blue and drop top, and it was gorgeous.
Color.
So I was like, yeah, I want that car, but I'm so iffy. Next week it may be a Range Rover. It may be a Lexus the next. So, but right now I'm digging that Kia with the drop top. But they said this custom order. They said they don't normally do that, but I pay to get a drop top Kia like that.
Dream big.
David, who is your most inspirational person?
Why is it that I'm always up here on the Oscar stage and you get the easy questions? I'm going to get you, G, for this one. Who most inspires me? Who do I talk about all the time? Once again, shout out to my mom, because my mother came Mississippi. Your mom, like that, of so many children, so many challenges, so many commitments. I have to be inspired from this relationship weekend. My mom and dad were married for over 40 years.
Wow.
And what I most admired about and inspired, that through all the everyday one peaches and ice cream, they were still together. You know what I'm saying? Many things that you hear about relationships, people break up over, people mad about it and stuff. I heard a lot of doors slam. You know what I'm saying? But I saw even more doors open. You know what I'm saying? And I love how he always called her bae. But it was cute to even call people back. I was like, what is a bae? My dad was using that 40 years ago. And stuff, you know what I'm saying? That was like the original bae. You know what I'm saying? That was my mom, man. And I'm so inspired by the fact that out there somewhere, there's somebody for everybody. Right. But then once you find that somebody, come on, listen to me now. I'm going to go in for it. When you find that somebody, you're going to have to really work to make that relationship. Right. And it is going to be a long-term commitment that you're in. And if you're really willing to make that commitment and work towards it, you can have a beautiful thing, 50 years.
It's all about putting in the work. Nothing that comes easy is worth having. You got to put in the work.
Preach. There you go.
You got to put in the work to make it last, to make it go on and on and on. I mean, people nowadays are so quick to be like, you know what, you done irritated me for the last time, it's over. Like, I'm quite sure back in the day, all our grandparents still had to deal with the same issues that we deal with, but at the same time, they kept going. So we need to learn how to get that stability just like they did.
Absolutely.
And keep going.
And shout out to Glenn and Equar, almost 10 years. Give it up. There you go. Commitment.
Right.
Last question for Equar, Glenn?
Yes. What is the one thing you cannot go without?
That was a trick question.
My family.
That was a trick question.
I know you tried to play me right
there.
Like I was going to say my car.
Right. So. That was a trick question. It's Valentine's too, right? So.
But I would have to say my family, because they keep me going. They're the reason I wake up. They're the reason I do what I do. They're the reason I have breath in my body. So
family's everything.
My family.
Yeah. And David Wood.
Last question for me.
Last question for you, sir. Sure. If you could be one thing, what would it be?
This boy with these science
project questions.
Really? I'm like, if I could be one thing,
what would it be?
What would I be? Ain't that a song? It's a song from like way in my time. Right, there you go. That's from my age group. You know what I would really, you know what I would really like to be? If I could be a global ambassador in some, it doesn't have to necessarily be like a huge country or for the United Nations, I would love to do a work like that. To take Equar's vision that everyone matters, every voice counts, that I could stand together with, they're gonna make me cry. But if I could stand with that power behind me to really make a difference in people's lives, to touch hearts like that and go in, United Nations job, an ambassador to a European country or even to Africa or to China or Japan, Indonesia, something like that, to where we could really reach out and I could have that power behind me also, that money, you know what I'm saying, that authority to get through that red tape, really make a difference like that, save some children's lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That would be a dream job for me. And they wouldn't even have to pay me. I wouldn't take a dime. You know I wouldn't take a dime for it.
Right.
Wouldn't take a dime for it. You wouldn't have to pay me. But just having the opportunity and the power to get things done for people in people's lives, that would be my dream job. That would be my dream job. And once again, guys, thank you so much for taking the time. Shout out to Glenn for the questions. I'm going to get you, cuz. We really appreciate this time you share with us. Please write, subscribe, go to all our websites. We're on
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We on everything.
Please like.
taintedblood.org. Like, tag us. And
Subscribe.
Anything that you want us to talk about, hit us up, let us know. We'll talk about it.
Shout out to Glenn Williams again. Please donate. Please donate. Even if you don't want a t-shirt, even if you don't have a design idea, family reunions,
Right.
class reunions, conventions, or anything of that nature. If you just want to make a donation to while we're trying to help people help themselves and
Right.
educate, we appreciate that also. Once again, guys, this is FY.
Aqua!
And I'm David, and we are
Tainted Blood Clothing.